lived a man who was a legend among mercenaries. A man who put together a formidable unit of soldiers long before the advent of private military companies that dared call itself a nation. A man whose nation at his back made an enemy of the modern capitalist society and the world. This is his story. We're not mercenaries. We're not a foreign legion. MSF's a business. A new kind of business. Known by code names such as Snake and later Big Boss, he proved himself as an agent of the U.S. Special Forces Unit Fox, but a certain incident spurred him to part ways with the military, and he is said to have roamed the world's war zones as a gun for hire. In 1974, Snake and his partner, Kazuhiro Miller, were running a small mercenary outfit in Colombia, where they were visited by a man claiming to be a professor from Costa Rica's University of Peace. According to his professor, they have had several incidents involving a mysterious armed group in Costa Rica, a country without a military of its own. The professor was accompanied by one of his students, a girl named Paz, who has been abducted and assaulted by this group. The professor and Paz offered to hire Snake to drive a group out of Costa Rica. However, the Snake saw through their deception in an instant.
My name is Paz, and I will do anything to protect my namesake.
The professor was actually a KGB agent, and the armed group in question was backed by the CIA. The Cold War was no stranger... Oh, okay, sorry, just checking my feed there. It's coming in pretty good. Alright, the Cold War was no stranger to such overseas clandestine operations between US and Soviet agents, but the CIA motives were a mystery. Paz had escaped from one of the CIA's group facilities with a cassette tape. On it was a voice of a woman known as the Mother of Special Forces, the Boss. That's Snake's boss. With the popular song from 1973, Snake Eater, playing in the background, it was reasonable to conclude that the recording was made recently. Snake was stunned. The boss was supposed to be dead. What was she doing in Costa Rica? I'll do it for the girl. For Paz. The boss was Snake's mentor, the only woman he had ever loved, but for 10 years prior, Snake was forced to take Boss's life as part of a mission. The end of Metal Gear Solid 3, for those who haven't caught up. The bitter memory still haunted him, despite realizing that she simply could not have survived. Snake was unable to turn the professor down, telling him that he was intervening in the deterrent for a defenseless opportunity, as well as to honor the virtue of Paz's name, peace. Snake departed for Costa Rica. Once there, he ran a unit in the Sandinista National Liberation Front and had fled to Nicaragua. After rising up against the pro-American Somoza regime, these rebels had become targets for a CIA group, who killed their commandant and left the unit in shambles. I'll tell you, man, Hideo really knows how to get his cross-referencing and shit like that done. He knows how to really get you kind of involved in this kind of thing. Everyone treats me like a child. I can't stand it anymore. Chico. Snake rescued the Sandinistas and invited them back to the mother base. His new offshore of operations provided to them by KGB. I believe that was Peace Walker, the one game I didn't play, but Akison kind of informed me about. Okay. The fallen Commandante's children, Amanda and Chico, saw something of their hero, Che Guevara in Snake, and grew to idolize him. This triggered rapid expansions of Snake's forces. However, he was still no closer to discovering what the CIA really was up to in Costa Rica. I believe in peace through nuclear deterrence. Snake then encountered Huey, aka the father of Hal Emmerich, a wheelchair-bound scientist who was being forced to work through the CIA. Huey revealed the CIA's terrifying plot, as they were developing a system by which, following radar detection of an enemy nuclear launch, an AI would analyze all available data and automatically execute the retaliatory nuclear strike at appropriate targets. Who's blowing up my Skype? No, don't blow up my Skype. come in the damn Twitch. Okay? Although designed to increase the power of the nuclear deterrence, Coldman and CIA's Central Station Chief planned to actually launch the nuclear blah 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 blah. Just read the thing. Read the thing. Just read it now. Do it now. A demonstration was only 5 days away. Snake rushed to the development to stop their AI from being completed. You've left everything behind you. Your country, your identity, your past, your ideals. But there's still one thing you haven't let go of. Upon infiltrating the Really? Frickin' really? Yeah. Yeah, what? Reply in the chat. Come on, Atkinson. Get your shit together. Okay. Upon infiltrating the lab, Snake was greeted by the voice in the tape. The same voice of his lost mentor, Donald Miller. Yeah. If you... Come on. Come on, Aki. Come on, man. Okay. Come on, man. Okay, sorry about that. Its developer, Dr. Strangelove, had selected the boss, the so-called greatest soldier who have ever lived, as the AI's intellectual model. However, succumbing to the personal obsession, Strangelove had deviated from the researcher's original purpose. Not only had she reproduced the boss's voice, she was on the verge of bringing her psyche back into AI life form, to life in the AI form, driven by a bizarre kind of love. What if Boss could truly be revived in every detail? Not my problem. Terrible typing, because you got me flustered. What if the boss could be truly recreated in every detail? If only in AI form. Snake hesitated as Strangelove's idea touched on his sense of loss. His guard down, Snake was immediately captured. The boss's AI was completed, and Peace Walker, the game I haven't played, the nuclear-equipped walking battle tank housing this retaliatory AI system, went active. You're killing me, Josh. You're absolutely killing me. Okay. It was made to fight. I am a gun. No, I was made to fight. I am a gun. Snake Snake fought in vain as Peace Walker prepared to fire the nuke. But in the face of the catastrophe, it was ultimately a machine that saved mankind from nuclear annihilation. The boss AI sank Peace Walker into the bottom of Lakewood, Nicaragua, stopping the launch. With the crisis behind him, Snake took advantage of his recent immobilization to continue Mother Base's expansion indefinitely. Snake... I seem to work better when I'm angry, I guess. Whatever. I guess what happens when you're Lord of the Rants. Snake understood that the AI has acted to save the world, but did not change the fact that the system, based on the boss's mind, could have chosen at the last day to lay down its weapons. As a weapon himself, Snake felt the act to be a rejection of his life. Undeterred, Snake and Miller invited Doctors Huey and Strangelove to Mother Base to develop a Metal Gear Zeke, a bipedal weapon which they equipped with the nuclear warhead, suddenly making their unit of nuclear power. This place no longer be my heaven. Meanwhile, Mother Base took in Paz, already an orphan, but now left without her KGB benefactor following the end of their crisis. However, this was all engineered by an intelligence known as Cypher. Upon Cypher's orders, Paz got close to Amanda, Chico, and the others were exploring more and more of the base, secretly plotting to hijack Zeke. Her objective was to use the weapon as a bargaining chip to force Snake into becoming military arm for Cypher. Paz's attempts failed. When Snake defeated Zeke, she was thrown beneath the waters of the Caribbean. It was only then that Snake learned that Chico had fallen in love with her. Forbidden love. A diary she kept on the base was discovered several days later. It revealed the young girl torn between serving Cypher and following her heart. So we come near our close. This is Chico. What was it? This is Chico. Cypher is holding me in the U.S. military base in Cuba. Perhaps due to Paz revealing the existence of Snake's nuke to Cypher, the International Atomic Energy Agency contacted Mother Base to request that it agree to a nuclear explosion. No, into a nuclear inspection. To a nuclear inspection. If the word got out that Snake's unit had a nuclear weapon, it would face severe criticism around the world. But Huey, acting on his own, informed the IAEA that the Mother Base would allow the inspection. His reasoning was that as long as they kept Zeke and its nuke hidden from the inspectors, they could demonstrate to the international community that they were not a threat. The option was to call if the inspection has expired. Snake and his men reluctantly got preparations under the way. Meanwhile, Amanda, deployed to Cuba to assist the Sandinistas, learned that Paz had survived. At the time, it could not have been worse. Suspecting that turning back on the organization, Cypher had captured Paz and was near interrogating her. Oof, this is getting a little too political for my taste. Move on! It hurts to know now, but it will be over soon. With an idea to Cypher's true identity, Snake could not allow Chico and Paz... No, Snake could not allow what Chico and Paz knew to fall in their hands. Furthermore, if he could rescue Paz, he might be able to get information from her on what kept him back against... would help him fight back against Cypher. Ugh. On the night of the nuclear inspection, Snake made the decision to leave Cuba. And with that said, that's the catch-up storyline. Now to play the bloody game! Ground zeros. Begin! Actually, I wonder how this will actually record in higher definition. Options. Will it get all choppy if I do this? Display settings. Wait. Graphic settings. There we go. Will this play? Oh, this should be interesting. Okay. We're gonna play it on normal at first, because I've never played this game. Missions! We got missions! Oh! Oh, I can't even play it on hard yet. Fine. Mission will begin. Do you want to continue? Alright, let's do it. Get up! In an era where the world was divided by East and West, the boss, mother of special forces, and hero of World War II, defected to the Soviet Union. Under orders from the new U.S. government, her final apprentice, Naked Snake, took her life. But for the boss, her defection was no more than a cover. Well, fine, don't give me a chance to read it. The boss used Snake to ensure that Philosopher's legacy, a vast military under the Soviet Army control, would reach America. For these understanding accomplishments, Snake was awarded the title of Big Boss. After turning his back on America, Snake began recruiting his soldiers to help Kazuhiro Miller, a man who he first met in the war zone. In 1974, para-constructed secret base in Caribbean. Snake Private Army... Come on! I can't even keep it there. You know what? Read the shit, okay? Just... Can't even do it. Oh, I can change the pages, but you know what? That defeats the whole point. Just go. I think it tells me A to start the mission, but I have to press B. Where'd he go? A Hideo Kojima game. Original story, planning, game design, Hideo Kojima. You can call him God. Kojima is God! Kojima is God! Kojima is God! I love those freaking things. Okay, looks like the stream's getting a little choppy on this end. I may have to drop it back down. Alright, so this will be my very first time playing this game. And it looks like I need to drop it back down to 1080p just so I can stream smoothly.
She told us everything.
It's the conversion rate going from 1440 to
Don't
1080.
worry. I kept my word. She didn't suffer long. Here.
Oh.
You earned it.
I like how you get the option to skip that way.
How's it feel to play the traitor? No more war games. You're a real man now, soldier.
Chico, Valen... Oof. Anciano Libre! I was just listening to my heartbeat. My pacemaker's got a headphone jack. It's pretty awesome.
Regards to your boss when you get home.
Made it myself. It's made with the Sony Walkman. I'll let you enjoy the opening, in case you haven't ever seen this before. It's playing butter smooth over here, but not so much on the stream, so I need to drop it back down to 1080p. Then I don't want to skip the cutscene before I drop it down, because I've never seen this.
Ten days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No, I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved's bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
This music is totally not fitting to this. There we go.
Trojan horse is in.
Alright. And just for those people who are curious, Atkinson will also be playing this on our Hitbox channel as well, for the critics.
Crackdowns are go. Move.
Hopefully he'll link that through the Twitter as well. Alright, let's spin it up. Get the helicopter going. There you go. Go, get out of here. Why are you here? Leave! Alright. Yeah.
So who's the other target?
That would be Chico. He's being held in the same area as Paz. Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring them back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point.
Zoff, aka Fox, backwards. Somewhere, hanging on the side of a cliff, is our hero, Snake, who's on the complete opposite side, known as Fox. Because, you know, that's clever.
Send a chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests. The only catch is you go in solo. The politically sensitive nature of the mission means backup is not an option.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then.
Get up there.
Cast Robert Atkin Downs, Tara Strong, Anthony Del Rio, James Horan, Christopher Landolf.
I'm in front of the prison camp.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Sure has made you look gruffy, though. Siphon Filter presents Snake,
Kept you waiting, huh?
former hero known as Big Boss. Yeah, you kept me waiting. Kiefer Sutherland is Big Boss. Welcome to the beginning of the flipping game. I don't understand why the start button zooms in. Directed by Hideo Kojima. This will be the first time I played a Metal Gear game for a long ass time. Metal Gear Solid 3 was the last one I played. I don't count
Chico and Paz are being held in an old unused
Revengeance.
compound. Get inside and head northeast.
Mission info has been
This is an
updated.
infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Before you go any further, use your binoculars to recon the area.
That's a glitch I'm not going to get used to. So, yeah, Snake doesn't like standing up on rocks. See? Look at my jitters! Look at my jitters! Okay. Wait, what? What?
We had no more than a dozen guys at Barranquilla.
Okay, I can see where this is gonna go. Options, control settings. That doesn't do anything for me. Graphic settings. Let's drop that back down. Okay, now I can't move my controller. Yeah. Right at the box I'm having troubles. Control type. Okay. Control camera is supposed to be up and down. Yeah. Move. Everything should be working! Okay.
Some of them with barely enough gear to protect themselves. Now here we are, not 1 year later. Over 300 men strong. But the way I see it,
Okay.
this is still our 0 hour. Once this mission's behind us, I want to pitch you some ideas about expansion.
My right analog stick is not working at all. Okay.
Boss, what happened? Boss!
Time paradox. Okay, if I can't control my camera, that's gonna be troublesome.
Stay out of sight. Before you go any further, use your binoculars to recon the area.
That's no good. I gotta be able to use my controller.